Hello and welcome to the Deserto.net review of the Astro Scout Backpack. My name is Chris Marsh, aka Mello. To give you a bit of a background on me, as I said, my alias is Mello. I am the co-owner of Deserto and a writer for the website. You may be familiar with my voice from the Deserto podcast, which is surprisingly popular as time goes on. I also run a gaming organisation called Imperial Esports. You can visit our website by going to imperial-esports.net. And I am also the event manager of the ECL, aka the European Console League, and we are the largest console LAN event organisers in Europe. But so anyway, recently the nice people at Astro gave me the opportunity to test out a few of their products, including the Scout Backpack, as seen here, and also a Astro A30 audio system, which you can read the review of on Deserto.net. So anyway, why am I reviewing this product? Well, for one, Astro have always been known for producing high quality products, mostly in the headset region, but I was wondering if the same thing transcended through to their LAN bags. I also wanted to be able to draw a comparison with the Triton LAN bag, as reviewed by Michael Kent, aka Motion, also for Deserto.net, and basically for my own personal interest, because up till recently I was always of the opinion that perhaps the LAN bags are surplus to requirement. I always thought that perhaps a normal backpack would do the same job for only half the price or whatever. As you can see, here is a normal backpack here. This is a backpack that I use now and then, one of multiple backpacks that I own. Not to brag about owning backpacks, but up until recently I attended a LAN event in London, the Eurogamer event, and at that event I was carrying quite a heavy backpack. It had my laptop in, had quite a lot of clothes in and stuff, and because of the weight distribution, as the day went on, my shoulders began to ache. I was actually carrying it for that long that when I eventually got undressed, I realised that the straps had actually drawn blood from my shoulders, which probably explained why my shoulders were hurting. So with that in mind, I wondered perhaps a LAN bag might be a better choice, and so what better LAN bag to test than the Astro Scout bag. Now, the Astro Scout backpack is one of 3 backpacks that Astro Gaming produce. One of the others is more of a hold-all kind of bag, and the final one is mostly made to carry the Guitar Hero guitar or Rock Band guitar, if you're playing that at a friend's house regularly or whatever. That kind of review probably doesn't really apply to the greater audience of Deserto, so with that in mind I decided it would be best to review the Scout backpack. Should you be interested in buying the Scout backpack, you can buy this via the Astro Gaming website for $59.95, which, as you'll see in the review, is probably a fair price for what you get. So let's move on to the main part of this review and actually explore the sections of the Astro LAN bag. If I just lift the bag up here, you'll start by noticing that there is the Astro Gaming logo on the top here, and if I scroll down a bit, well, not scroll, move the camera down even, and there's a bit of a triangle design here, and it's just part of the decoration of the backpack. And also there's the first pocket here at the front. The zip has a headphone jack on it that you can see here, and the pocket is fairly small. It'd be easy for me to get inside if I hadn't just zipped it up again. As you can see, fairly small here, kind of pocket size. What you put in there, I don't really know. I guess it's up to you. You can put in money, whatever, anything really. If I lift the section up, there's another small section here. Again, currently zipped up. If I pull the padding out, you can see it's quite fleecy, quite padded. So again, what you put in this is up to you. I recently used this bag at a friend's house, and I used this to carry my toothbrush in it, which was a bit of a mistake because a bit of the fleecy coating ended up in the bristles. But well, it's quite padded, so perhaps if you can carrying something small that needs protecting, probably a good idea to put it in this section. Also at the side, there's a little side section here. I'll just move the bag to the right position. That unzips, and you can see here a section for putting bottles in, perhaps deodorant if you don't want to smell at events, all sorts really. A torch if you're going to a LAN with Bilotti. The section tightens up so you can put in pretty much whatever you want, varying sizes, but at the same time, if you don't want to show that, obviously it's easily concealed in this section, which I think is a good addition, because no one really wants to have like a little netting on the side of the bag. Another small section you'll find is on the strap. You can see here there's a section here, again very much wallet size, considering it's on the strap as well, it makes it very accessible, so whether or not you put money in there, train tickets, whatever, and then you can zip it up, and then, you know, when you've got this over your shoulder when you're on the train, if you need to get your train ticket out or whatever, it's right there. It's straight, you know, very easy to get hold of. But okay, take it back over, you can look at the first large section that is here. Just quickly unzip it. I'll try to. It's slightly easier with two hands, obviously. And here you can see this is primarily for headphones, etc. But as I previously mentioned, you don't really have to conform with using the backpack or all the sections for what they're designed to be used for. Now, obviously, it's got the unique design here, and there's robots and various other things knocking about. And to start off with, you've got this top section, which is for holding your headphones. I'll show you how they fit in later. I currently have a pair of Astro A30s. And they just sit in there perfectly. This little section here, this is the only part of the bag that is actually removable. If I just unzip it, I can lift it out, and there you've got a wallet. This is intended for the Astro mix amp. It's quite a tight fit, but it's also very padded, so hopefully it'll protect your mix amp, which obviously comes at a reasonably expensive price, but worth it nevertheless, for getting 5.1 for your Xbox 360. Without the mix amp, that's what it looks like. It's got a little strap there which like the Velcro fits around. Further down at the bottom of the bag, you've got two little sections here that are expandable. I can fit my fist in there very easily. To both sections, you can use these are primarily used for transporting Xbox 360 pads. Obviously, I keep saying Xbox 360 because I'm an Xbox 360 player myself. But you know, if you've got a PlayStation, your PlayStation will easily fit in here as well. And PlayStation pads, you can even take PS3, PS2, PS1, Sega Mega Drive if you're that way inclined, transporting that around. So I'll show you what the bag looks like when it's full as well, shortly after this section. As you can see here, there's more zip sections. Got like a larger zip section down here. It's probably a bit difficult to see, so it's a little bit dark, but it's quite big, the size of a pencil case when you're at high school. Again, you can put cables in there, whatever you want. There's another 2 rows of these. This one, the next 2 rows are slightly smaller sections. Move up to the top row here. See my fingers going inside. It's just the size of, you know, about 5 or 6 fingers. Again, cables perhaps can go in here. You know, well, again, it's pretty much down to you what you use the bag for in each of its sections. I'll now show you what the main section is like. This is the section where you house this. See, a bit of a rest of the bag to get it open. It's normally a lot easier than that, but again, I've only got one hand on the job here. As you see, this is the section where you put your console, your laptop in. It is pretty large. When the Xbox 360 is in, it sits pretty low, about 5-6 inches down, and it's extremely padded, as you can see here. It's also a little bit fleecy, so it'll stay firmly in there. It's quite difficult to just, you know, slide out. Obviously, easy enough for you to be able to pull it in and out with relative ease, but difficult enough that, you know, somebody can't just pinch it out of your bag. It's a larger zip section here. Again, you can put games, whatever, in here. There's still plenty of room at the bottom of the bag, even when it's full, to fit your the large plug from the Xbox 360 or all your cables and etc. At this side again, it's got the same design as before. You can see that top bit is where the fleecy wallet that I mentioned at the start fits. And overall, you should be able to get a better idea of how it all looks. Here you can see the bit where it expands. This is so you know you can fit your Xbox 360 in easier. For those drawing a direct comparison with the